Everyone, God bless y'all. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my monthly favorites for the month of February. I do have some skincare and some makeup items and a couple of makeup tools that I really have been loving this month. Since filming more frequently now, I do have enough items that I am able to make this video for y'all, so I thought I would sit down and do just that. So if you want to see what some of the items that I have been loving lately are, then please just keep on watching. I am going to start out with skincare, and the first item is this Laneige Water Bank Moisture Cream. I recently picked this up because I finished up my Clinique Moisture Surge. That's a tongue twister. I recently finished that up, and whereas I really liked it, I really loved the hydration that it gave to my skin, I just found that it wasn't doing enough. I found that I needed something a little more hydrating because, especially during the winter months, my skin can get severely dry to the point where if I'm doing like this to my forehead, like you will see flakes falling out. And that is not cute, and I really just wanted something a little more hydrating, something that's going to really lock in that moisture. And I went into Sephora, and I was actually looking at the Ole Henriksen skincare. It is a bit pricey for the amount of product that you do get, and I had a box that had a trio in it. It was a facial cleanser, a moisturizer, and the Banana Bright Eye Cream, which I am really eyeing that, and I am considering picking it up. But I had that kit in my hand, and a worker came up behind me and she was like, "Oh, do you need any help?" And most of the time I know exactly what I want. Like, I go in there, I get what I get, and I leave. I don't really need the help of the workers. But for skincare, I'm not really that educated on it. So I asked her what I was looking for. I was like, I have dry skin. Really the only oily part on my face is my nose, and I can really tame that with a mattifying powder. But the rest of my face is pretty dry. And I told her what I was looking for, and she took me to the Laneige section, and she said, well, you know, this isn't as pricey as what you were looking at, but the products are great. I did pick up the cleanser, but I don't have that with me. But it is, I will insert a picture of it. I have really been loving that cleanser. It's very hydrating. It leaves my skin feeling nice and clean and nice and plump. And this moisture cream, this is the jar, this is the packaging right here, and inside the cream is fairly thick, as you can see, and I have really been loving it. A little bit really does go a long way. Even my husband, he used it a couple of times because his skin has gotten very dry, and he loved it. And I was like, hey, if you're going to be using that, then we got to get either another jar or a bigger jar if they have it. But I really just love how it just really adds the moisture and locks it in. It doesn't just feel moisturized for a little bit of time and then, you know, my skin goes back to feeling dry. It really does feel nice and hydrated and plump and just very healthy and very hydrated, and I really have been loving it. So sticking with the same brand, this is the Laneige Water Bank Eye Gel, and I found recently that I have severely dry under eyes. I really don't put powder under my eyes anymore because it just enhances that dryness. It just enhances that texture. So I was in the market for an under eye cream, and now I know nothing about under eye creams. I would just really put my moisturizer there and think that I was doing something, and I wasn't. So this is the under eye cream. As you can see, this is it right here. And it is not as thick as the moisturizer, but it is so hydrating. It's like my under eyes are taking a drink of water. I absolutely love it. I have been noticing that some of the texture under my eyes has been evening out. It's not 100% gone, and I don't expect this to be like a miracle worker, but I do notice that when I use this and then I apply my makeup over top, and that's another good thing about these products, is that they are great to use underneath makeup. They're not too heavy to where your face is gonna feel like you have 100 pounds of product on it. So I really have been loving this eye cream as well. And then sticking with that same brand, this is the Laneige Sleeping Lip Mask. I absolutely love this. As you can see, this is what it looks like, and I know that it looks like I have not used a lot, but truly a little bit goes a long way. You do not need a lot of product for this. I really love that I just put it on before I go to sleep. I sleep through the night, I wake up, I rinse it off, and my lips feel like a baby's butt. I am not even lying to you, y'all. You need to try this. If you suffer from really dry, chapped lips, especially during these cold winter months, this is a game changer for your lips, because I know the struggle with windburn, with chapped lips, with dry lips. And one thing that my husband has always told me is that my lips always look really great, and that's because I really am dedicated into taking care of them. I don't like getting the cold sores. I don't like getting the chapped, bleeding lips. I don't like that. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it feels. So I really invest into taking care of my lips. And I know that for some people, oh, quick chapstick and that's good to go, but to make an investment that's worth it, I don't see why not. And this product really has changed the game for me. I do still use the Bath & Body Works Menthol Lip Shine. I also have been trying out the Colourpop Lippy Balm. I have the cocoa flavored one, and that one is good. I do find it a little bit thick. I just use it when I can't find my other ones, but the Bath & Body Works Menthol Lip Shine does work great as well. But this is something that I have added into my nighttime routine that has just completely changed the game for my lips, so I 100% recommend it. Since we're on the topic of skincare, I might as well just talk to y'all about this. This is the Simple Micellar Cleansing Water. Now, I do still use my Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm, but I find that I use that on nights where I really want to pamper myself and I really want to go into that, you know, in-depth skincare routine. But there are a lot of nights where I am just so exhausted and I just want to take off my makeup, wash my face, quick moisturize, and go to bed. And this product really helps with that. I just soak a cotton pad, boom, boom, boom. I do half of my face with one cotton pad, half of my face with the other cotton pad, and we are good to go. It's not burning to my eyes. It does not burn my eyes at all. It's very sensitive to my skin. It doesn't break me out. It leaves my skin actually feeling nice and hydrated, which I love. So if y'all are looking for a decently priced micellar water, I do recommend this. I did pick mine up at Walmart. I think it was like around $6 or $7, so check it out if you are looking for a micellar water. So I think that's it for skincare. We're just gonna move into makeup. I do have a few eyeshadow palettes that I want to share with y'all. So the first one that I'm going to show y'all is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. I did pick this up, I believe, last year. This has really been one of my go-to palettes lately. I absolutely love it. You have such a good range of transition shades, of shades that you can use to deepen up the look if you need to. The metallics in here are absolutely gorgeous. Creme Brulee and Macchiato are two of my favorite shades, and as you can see right there, they are just so metallic and so foiled. And when I wet my brush, they come out even more pigmented than with a dry brush. You don't need to wet your brush if you don't want to, but typically I wet my brush with my metallics anyways, so that really intensifies the shades. I just have to say that I absolutely love this formula, and if you're looking for a basic neutral warm palette with a couple pops of color and beautiful metallic shades, and I would recommend picking this up because this really has been a staple for me lately when I want to do a quick look but I don't want to spend so much time, or you know, the larger palettes have so many shades, it's like sometimes you don't know which ones to pick. So I just find that this is a quick, easy go-to palette. I think I mentioned it in one of my favorites videos last year. I think it was the palette tag video that I did last year, and it's still going strong as one of my favorites. Another palette that I have been loving is the Colourpop Dream Street palette. I believe I got this in the winter of 2017. I think that's when it came out. These are the gorgeous shades right here. As you can tell, you have a great mixture of warm tones, a great mixture of cool tones. Colourpop shadows are some of the best shadows that I have ever used. The metallics, as you can see right here, are absolutely gorgeous. They are so stunning. I never have any problems with them blending. If I wet the shadow, it just intensifies it that much more. The mattes in this palette are so blendable, so easy to work with. I've never had any issues with this palette, and I've really been finding myself dipping into this a lot more because I have been loving cool tones, says the girl that has a warm neutral eye on. But I really have been loving cool tones, and I just think that this is such a great mixture of warm and cool tones, and you have those fun pops of color and the fun metallic shades. So I definitely recommend checking this out if y'all haven't already. And Colourpop is so affordable for the quality of product that you get. Like there's no going wrong. So the next little eyeshadow palette that I want to talk to y'all about is the Natasha Denona mini star palettes. I know some people, when they look at this, they're like, oh, there's nothing special about it, it's just, you know, neutral colors, blah blah whatever. Me, Me personally, I absolutely love this palette. It is the eyeshadow palette that I have on my eyes today. I mean, as you can see from the shades, I have used and abused this palette. I absolutely love it when I want to do a quick look, like literally a shade in the crease, a shade on the lid. I will usually take this shade right here, pop it into my crease, then take this shade right here, pop it all over the lid, and bam, I am done, good to go. I do really love Natasha Denona's formula. I know she is such an expensive brand and that's just so dangerous, but I really do love her formula and I haven't had any issues with any of her shadows blending on me. Her mattes blend like butter. They blend so smoothly. Metallics are so intense, and when you wet the shade, oh my gosh, are they so beautiful. I have this shade all over my lid today, and as you can see, it's stunning. This is the other shade that I was telling you about that I like to put into my lid. And then this is the other shade in the palette, which is like a beautiful red, blue kind of duochrome shade. They are just so gorgeous, and the two transition colors that they have in there work for me very well. So I mean, that little palette is $25. When you break it down, it's like $5 per shadow, so it is really personal preference. So that's why I say that for me personally, I absolutely love this. I would recommend checking it out if you're looking to try out her formula. This palette is absolutely amazing. Another random palette that I have been loving is this Profusion Highlight and Contour palette. It does only have the one contour shade, but I find that that contour shade works very well with my skin tone. It doesn't look too ashy. It doesn't look too muddy. It blends beautifully. I love how it looks, mainly specifically with my cool tone looks, just because it is more of a cool tone bronzer. And the highlights in here again as well, they are just so gorgeous, so stunning. They blend so beautifully. They're not chunky, they're not glittery. I just absolutely love them. This palette was $4.99 at Target. Profusion is such an affordable brand and they really have some bomb products. So I really do recommend checking them out if you are on the market for that more affordable makeup. They have not steered me wrong, so check them out. Another palette that I have been loving is this Makeup Revolution. This is the Incandescent Highlighting Quad. It comes with 4 highlighter shades and I have been using this non-stop since I got it. I do dip into my other highlighters. I mean, I'm a highlighter junkie, so I definitely have plenty to choose from, but the fact that I'm constantly picking this one up, the gold goes so wonderful with like looks that I have today. This is the highlighter that I do have on my face today. I absolutely love it. This pinky rose gold color right here goes really well when I want to do a more pinky look. This white is such an icy white color of deliciousness. Let me just swatch those 3 for you. And honestly, the swatches don't even do it justice. Like, I mean, look at that though. Like, look at that shine. Look at that beam. Oh, I absolutely love this. I cannot put it down. I will use other highlighters for the meantime, and no matter what, I always come back to that. So that is definitely one of my favorite highlighting palettes of all time. Another palette that I want to talk to y'all about is this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 4 palette. It comes with 2 finishing powders, a strobing powder, and then a bronzer and 2 blushes. This is the bronzer that I have on my face today, and this is the blush that I have on my face today. I cannot tell you how much I love this palette. It is quite smaller than what I thought it was going to be, but it is absolutely gorgeous. These bronzers and blushes and finishing powders and strobing powder are absolutely amazing. I cannot use another word to describe them. They are so buttery. They feel so soft. Like I said, I do have the bronzer on my face today, and I do have the blush lightly dusted on my cheeks as well, and they just blend like a dream. The strobing powder is more of a subtle highlight, so when I'm going for more of those subtle highlight days, which is not often, I will use this highlighter, but everything else in here I absolutely love. And I know that This is pricey, but if you're looking into purchasing some luxury makeup items and you kind of want to get a bang for your buck, because this palette I believe is $80, but you are getting 6 items in here, so it kind of makes the purchase worth it. I would recommend checking this out. And the foundation that I have been using non-stop is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I am in the shade LC1. I cannot say enough good things about this. It's a foundation that I'm wearing on my face today, and I love the finish of it. It's such a dewy, natural finish. Like, it's not overly dewy where you look greasy, anything like that. I love the coverage that it gives. It's a nice medium coverage. I'm not about that full coverage. To me, it just kind of looks fake, so I do like a more medium to buildable coverage if I do need the more coverage, and I can get that with this. This has been the foundation that I've used every single time that I've done my makeup. This has really been the foundation that I just cannot put down. I absolutely love it. It's definitely another repurchase of mine. A setting spray that I have absolutely been loving is the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. It smells like cocoa. I love the smell of cocoa anything. I absolutely love it. The mister on it is great. It's not like bam shooting in your face like some misters that I've tried. I love the finish that it gives my skin. It really melts all the powder nicely into my skin. It adds hydration, and it really is a dewy setting mist. It makes your face look so dewy. I absolutely love it. I am running low on this, so I'm definitely gonna have to pick up another one very soon. And another product that I absolutely have been loving is the e.l.f. Natural Glow Lotion. This Glow Lotion is not a lotion that it just adds glitter and shine to your face. I believe that this adds hydration to my skin, as well as making it look so dewy and fresh underneath my makeup. I absolutely love what it does for my skin. It doesn't break me out. This really does give a glow to your face before adding makeup. I would absolutely recommend it. The concealer that I have been loving is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Long Wear Concealer. I am in the shade 100 Pure Ivory. This is very similar to the Catrice concealer that I used to rave about, but I do find that this gives a bit more coverage, and what I love about this is that it's not drying under my eyes. I was using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer for a while, but that was pretty drying under my eyes. The more I would use it, the more I would notice that it wasn't as hydrating as I like my under eyes to be. And I picked this up and I absolutely love it. I love the coverage. I love how hydrating it is. I love the wand on it. This is the wand. I absolutely love it. I cannot say enough great things about it. I love the coverage. I love the hydration. I love it. I love it. Another item that I have been loving is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. So since I do have naturally long lashes and I'm not a big falsy person, I do look for those mascaras that are going to really add the volume and the length, and this is the wand of the mascara. The formula is very long lasting. It takes quite a bit of muscle power to get out of my eyes, but I do love that. It doesn't run under my eyes. It doesn't flake off. It lasts a long time. It can really hold a curl. I absolutely love this, and I know it is a bit pricey for mascara, but I do think that it's worth the investment, especially considering that I'm not a falsie person, so it's not like I could just pick whatever mascara and go in with falsies. So I really have been loving that. My go-to lip combo lately has been these two items right here. This is the Persona Cosmetics OG Matte Liquid Lipstick, which is not drying at all. I am not a big matte liquid lipstick kind of person. I find them to be so drying, but there are a couple formulas that I do love, and this is one of them. This shade in particular is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's a nude, you know, but I absolutely love it. So I will put this one on, and then I will go over top of it with the Maybelline Baddest Beige lipstick. It is so shiny and so beautiful, and these two together make the perfect combo. It is the lip combo that I have on my lips today. I cannot say enough great things about it. If you're not a big matte liquid lipstick person, try out the Persona Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. I do have the pink one that they have as well. I don't have the red one just because I don't really wear reds like that, but the formula is great. And even if you're not into liquid lipsticks, topping it with a glossy lipstick like this one, perfection. A couple tools that I wanted to mention first is this highlighting brush. This is from the brand Do Care. This is an exact dupe to the ABH A23 brush, and it's only $4.99, and it just fits perfectly to do the highlighter. I use this all the time now for my highlighter. And the sponge that I have been loving with the Healthy foundation, the sponge doesn't work with all of my foundations, but when I use the Physicians Formula foundation, this works well. This is the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, and it is dirty because I did just use it before filming, and I think it's absolutely perfect. This part is great to blend in the face. This part is great for those tight corners. It's great for powder. I do use it to like carve out under my contour. I absolutely love this sponge. It's so affordable, so if y'all are looking for an affordable face sponge, definitely check this out. I do own the Beauty Blender and I do really love it, but I have been finding myself leaning more towards my affordable sponges, and there's no reason to break the bank and go spend $20 on a sponge when you can get a really decent one for $4 or $5. Alright y'all, that is some of the products that I have been loving for the month of February. I am actually pretty happy with the amount of products that I have. It feels really good to be filming again and to just be able to use this makeup. 90% of the time on my day-to-day life, I am barefaced with my hair in a top knot, and so it feels really good to be able to, you know, consistently use makeup and try out new products and fall in love with old products and discover new ones. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what some of your monthly favorites have been. Let me know what some of your go-to items have been. I would love to chat with y'all about them in the comments. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. God bless y'all today and always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!